Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Old Firm in England. This is episode 2. If you missed episode 1, we introduce you to the Celtic team. Basically, we put Celtic and Rangers into the Premier League. As you can see, we have played a fair few games to get it forward to the point where we've got the first Old Firm derby in the Premier League. And as you can see, we're doing okay. It's not been the best start, it's also not been the worst. And as you saw in our little intro there, the big man Dzyuba may have scored 3 goals against Dortmund in 2 games, but apart from that, he scored 1 goal in 17. Let's kind of take you through what's been happening, because as you can see from the colours here, we are in dire need of a win. But we've had some really good results. So, last time out, we got a win against Wolves. We then went to Shakhtar and got a 2-2, which sent us through into the Champions League group, which is why we're playing Dortmund. Since then, we've only won 1 league game. We got a 2-2 against Leicester, which was solid, having been 2-0 up, which is a little bit disappointing, but Leicester dominated it. We then lost away to Tottenham, and surprisingly with Son and Kane. We played Norwich at home, and we disappointingly drew 1-1. We actually dominated this game, but Ozan Kabak scored a 30-yarder, because that would happen. And then Jota got an equaliser, which is good. We got through the Carabao Cup on penalties. We got a 1-1 draw at Everton, which was a good result, having led again there. Then we got an absolute beating at West Ham. They absolutely battered us. We were lucky to get 2, to be honest. Then at home, we got a good win against Brighton, Hatate and Carter Vickers with the goals. And then things got a bit crazy because we somehow got a 2-2 draw at Man City. We trailed 2-0 through Grealish and Sterling. And just out of nowhere, the 2 Japanese wonders, Furuhashi and Maeda, got us back into it in the second half. I don't really understand how, but we did. We also got a 2-2 draw with Arsenal. So we led 2-0 after 10 minutes this time, and then Martinelli, they absolutely dominated us in the second half. And then we got a draw with Chelsea. You can see what I mean about it being a bit all over the place and a bit weird. This time Furuhashi scored the opener and Werner got them level late on. Then we obviously lost to Liverpool 3-0. So we've had a really, really tough run of games. The Champions League, we've not won a game. As you saw earlier, we drew at Dortmund, we lost at Benfica, we lost to Villarreal away, and then we got home draws with Villarreal and Dortmund. So we've got some good results there, but the main focus is obviously the Premier League. So a big game today, home to Rangers. In terms of how players are doing, the answer is not great. So Jota's our top scorer with 6 goals. Furuhashi has 5. Hatate's got 4, but he is pretty inconsistent. Dzyuba's got 4. Again, very inconsistent. Weirdly, Joe Hart's our best player, average rating wise. And David Raya, frustratingly, is going to be injured for the big derby today. So Joe Hart is going to be in goal. We sit in 15th. We're 2 points above the relegation zone, and Leicester have just sacked Brendan Rodgers. Rangers, on the other hand, have 2 draws from 12 games, and they're looking pretty desperate, to be honest. So we are going to crack in to Rangers. It's an absolutely huge game. Okay. The other thing we have is an injury to Furuhashi, which he suffered in the Dortmund game, and he is out for about 3 weeks. So we also don't have a backup goalkeeper, unless our assistant thinks. He wants us to make quite a few changes. I'm not sure about O'Reilly in this role, to be honest. I think he's better in midfield. We're going to go against our assistant and go with this. Or should we play him? We're going to play Maeda. So it's a huge game. The first ever Old Firm derby in England at Celtic Park. We've lined up Joe Hart, Juranovic, O'Day, Carter Vickers, Starfelt, McGregor, Hatate, O'Reilly, Jota, Dayson Maeda and Artem Dzyuba. Rangers team: Tavernier, Goldson, Sands, Barisic, Jack, Kamara, Diallo, Aribo, Kent and Morelos. And I guarantee Morelos scores, because he always scores against me on Football Manager. Right, well, I thought we were on the attack, but now it looks like Rangers coming away with Barisic. They're going straight back to the keeper. And there's O'Reilly. Is he onside? He looked off to me. It's off. Why? Oh. Well, Rangers keep going long, which is ideal for us. That's a lovely ball in from McGregor to Hatate, and there's Dzyuba, the big man, punishes it into the back of the net. Confusingly, for a massive bloke, he likes the ball played into his feet, so actually he seems to be better when we... That's a lovely finish, isn't it? So yeah, he seems to be better when we just play the ball into him rather than booting it at his head. So, interesting. But that's a great start. We've had a goal disallowed and we've had a goal scored. And can we build on it? Here's O'Day in for O'Reilly again. O'Reilly's looking really good, breaking from midfield. You may see an interesting scorer there for Arsenal. Diego Costa is signed for Arsenal. We tried to sign him on a free transfer. We had him on a trial. I thought we were going to score there. We had Diego Costa on trial, and suddenly virtually every team in the Premier League started bidding for him. So like Leicester, Leeds, and he eventually signed for Arsenal, which is very odd. Although they probably do need a striker, to be fair. So it's a good save there from... Oh, what is Joe Hart doing? Good save though by Joe Hart. A goal here would be ideal. And I thought they'd given a penalty then, but no, it's just slow. There's McGregor into Dayson. And he is not great, I'll be honest. So he joins on a permanent transfer at the end of the season, and I really don't think I want us to sign him, to be honest. Here's O'Reilly into McGregor, who looks a bit better today. He's really struggled this season. There's Dayson. Someone's got to make a run there, surely. Yes. Just as I was saying, we don't want to keep Dayson. He's created a second. And there's Jota with his 7th of the season. So, perfect timing, just before half time. Brighton are beating Chelsea. Dayson does really well there, slows it down. I thought Dzyuba was going to make that run across at the front post, but then he finds Jota instead. So, perfect first half there. 12 shots to 3. Absolutely dominating. We're going to say that. No, let's just keep it going and don't allow them in. Here's Jota into Juranovic. Is a lovely ball through, and it's 3. It's too easy. They can't handle Jota today. It's really nice play though from Juranovic. Jota jumps inside. So he's playing as an inverted winger, so he has basically license to roam. And it's a nice little finish into the bottom corner. 3-0, early in the second half. The last thing we want to do now is concede, which... Joe Hart. What a save by Joe Hart. No, I think we might look to make a couple of changes. And there's O'Reilly. They can't pick that run up from O'Reilly today. And there's 4. Wow. Rio. I think Maeda's got 2 assists. I will eat my words. Dayson Maeda is a creative master. Celtic 4, Rangers 0. But Dazon's looking pretty tired as well. We may need to bring him off in a minute. There's Rio into Riley. Ooh, Riley's looked really good today. Oh, Joe Hart, what are you doing? He's made a couple of good saves today, but that was extremely dodgy. As Diego Costa has scored a double against Liverpool. Can we make it 5? Yes. Dzyuba has got a double. The big man, Artem Dzyuba. He scored 3 against Dortmund. Now he scored 2 against Rangers. He is massive. I know I'm being greedy, but I would like a clean sheet here. Oh, Joe Hart, what are you doing? Let's just gone through him. What's he doing? I see this again from behind the goal. It looks like he dives over the top of it. I mean, it's a good goal, but gotta be saving that. And Rangers are suddenly pushing, but Jota's done well there. Oof. What are you doing, Juranovic? And I think that's offside. Looked offside. Oh my god. What are we doing, boys? I don't want to concede any more. I think that's going to be it. Celtic 5, Rangers 2. And that is a thumping. 2.68 XG. And they done it right, actually. 1.2 XG. I told you Morelos would score because he always scores against me on Football Manager. So that moves us up to 12th in the league, firmly in mid-table, but it's really tight between 18th to 10th, Man United in 10th. 6 points between 10th and 18th, and then even Palace are only another point further ahead. So it's really tight, and we've got a lot of games coming up through December. We need to pick up at least these 2 here. I'm looking at as wins. United at home, unlikely. So I think we're going to come back on Boxing Day. We're going to play Southampton on Boxing Day, and we're back, and it's Boxing Day. But today we take on Southampton. We have had an interesting month in December. Yeah, it's been a bit crazy. The best place to start is the league. So we're currently 10th. We're above Manchester United. United have been absolutely awful this season. They sacked Rangnick, but we played United just after they sacked Rangnick. And let's just show you what happened, shall we? So United scored after 11 minutes through this Nico Melamed, who I can't say I've heard of. But we immediately got back into it as O'Reilly, playing in that midfield role, got forward and smashed it home past De Gea. And then late on, this happened. Jota has been absolutely brilliant in the last few weeks. He's picked up an injury recently, but he's scored a couple of really big goals. And we actually deserved this, I think. Like, United have more XG, but we had 55% possession against United, which is amazing. But since that Rangers game, we got a draw at Burnley. They scored in the last minute, which was annoying. We lost to Leeds. We got dominated by Rafinha, basically. We threw in the reserve team against Benfica and somehow drew 0-0. Joe Hart made 18 saves, which has to be some kind of record. Obviously beat United, then we went to Newcastle and lost 3-0. And then we got a big win against Palace as well. So Jota scored. And we defended really well with Aude getting man of the match. Alright, let's go and play Southampton. Kyogo's not going to play yet, he's not fit. So we need a performance from Maida. And we're going to go with that, I think. We have been okay at home this year. Much better than away. Put it that way. But team talk wasn't very good. Southampton have got James Ward-Prowse, who is the top assist maker in the Premier League with 8, I think. So expect something from him. I'm not sure what that was. It's all been Celtic so far, which is promising. Wow. An absolute... Oh no. Why are you shooting? Okay, we're taking that off. Oh, here we go. Long throw. There's 4 players just standing there at the front post there, not marking anyone. What a strange animation that was. Ooh, yeah, back to the keeper. Safely-ish. And what's Raya going to do? Hoof it, I imagine? Yep. Up to the big man, who doesn't get the ball. We've nicked it back into Dzyuba's feet. And then O'Reilly breaking, and he skied it. His finishing is so bad. It's been a terrible game of football. Both teams just hoofing it. Don't give it away. Oh, you donkey. We've nicked it. Hoof. Hoof. This is all football. Oh man. Jay Adams has scored. We've got to go with him half time. We may as well go positive because I'll tell you what. I'm going to ditch this holding midfielder. Play him as a ball winner. Come on boys, wake up. That's an interesting little free kick, which didn't work. Juranovic again though. Jota's clearly been fouled there, surely, isn't he? Interesting. Considering some of the fouls you get in the match engine. Into Dzyuba's feet, and Dazon has scored! Come on! I did not expect him to score there. It's nice play by Dzyuba though, dropping in. Dazon tucks it in beautifully. Here we go. Hoofball Southampton with their long balls and hoofball Celtic as well. Come on boys. One last push. Caicedo now. What was he doing there? Oh my god. Now Dzyuba's in. Oh, it's in! What a goal! What a dreadful goal! It's been the worst match, quality-wise. Look at this. Caicedo just whacks it straight at Broha. Then actually plays a really nice ball. And Forster probably should have saved that. And it trickles in. And Dzyuba's done it again. We're going to go balanced. And then cautious. We're going to waste time. Four minutes of injury time. Have we done it again at home? I think we have. Come on, boys. 2.4 XG. Dzyuba, goal and assist. What a man. What a man. I didn't see us winning this game, to be honest. But it was the worst game. What a terrible game of football. All of a sudden we're 9th. Wow. We're 3 points behind Arsenal. More importantly, we're 8 points above the relegation zone. What a win that was. What a win. Absolutely massive, that is. One thing I do want to look at is home record. We're 5th in the league at home. Unbeaten. 6 wins, 4 draws. But away, it's not going to be pretty, I imagine. No. No wins, 4 draws, 5 defeats. Goal-wise, Jota's on to 10. Dzyuba has 7 with 5 assists and a 7 average rating. He's actually been a really good signing, hasn't he? If I do say so myself. Yeah, I'm really pleased with him. What have we got coming up? Well, January is tough. West Ham are 6th or 7th in the league now. We've got Arsenal away, City at home, but we drew with them away, so another game against Southampton, Wolves, Villa, Palace. We've got interesting cup tie with Chelmsford. I did promise we'd have a look at players we're looking to bring in. Apparently Yusufa Moukoko is interested. Onana's contract up, but he's wanted by Napoli. We're kind of looking at players that are young-ish, but could bring in quality. So I think Brennan Johnson is a player I've got my eye on. This guy's been really highly recommended, but now PSG want him. Dominguez, Bayern are now after, but I really like the look of this guy. Benjamin Sesko. Regani is a player I'm eyeing up. And then we also need a playmaker, so I'm thinking Danny Brigancha would be ideal. This guy has become really highly recommended. He'd be fairly cheap as well. Lorenzo Luca is an unlikely one, I imagine. But I think where we come back is going to depend on how things go in the league. If we're looking safe, then we might come back for this Rangers game here. If we kind of fall apart after Christmas, then we might come back sooner. Maybe around this Villa game. But that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy the idea of this series. I think it's a little bit different. Obviously, it's not very realistic, but I think it's quite interesting. If there's anything you want to see in the game, there's any players we've not shown you, any players you think we should be bringing in, then let me know. Hit me up in the comments. Please hit like and subscribe. And until next time, bye for now.